Well, Smiles from Black Film TV. Hey, Kat, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. So when you're coming in to direct these episodes, how much do you get to? How much did you have to familiarize yourself with the Marvel universe and what you're expected to do with a series?
Well, luckily, as an executive producer, I was a part of the creation of the world of the series. So by the time we got to set, I'd spent months and months kind of building her, um, her look and creating this world that I hope is very grounded, even though it's outlandish and all of these superhero characters pass through our doors. The most important thing to me is that it's a very human story about a woman navigating the modern world and juggling dating and family and career. And so that's what I always came back to. Despite the action and the stunts and the cinematic scope, it really is a human story.
Now, although you're directing it, but you also have to work with the writing team, and you also have to find a balance of what people know from what they read from the comic books to the series. It's a balance of both. Are you looking into that as well, even though you're just going off the script initially, but you also have to please the fans who come in there knowing who this character is?
Absolutely. Part of my um part of my love for this show is the fact that I love the character of She-Hulk from the comics. And the intention was always to capture the essence of this woman who is large and in charge and in control of her own narrative. But that being said, it was also a reimagining and a reinvention in the series where we held on to these core foundational elements, such as breaking the fourth wall, but we also freed ourselves to create something new.
That's what I was going to come up with next, like the fourth wall. That's something that's not always seen in these series, but you have it here, and you have it more of in a comedic effect. And that's the thing. Timing is everything. So how was working with Tatiana, and obviously when you're having a scene and then she has to go in there and look at the camera.
I mean, some people were surprised that Tatiana is so funny because her previous work is very serious. But when you see an actress who is so engaged and so alive and so, so adept at handling any situation, you kind of know that she's going to be funny as well. And she really nailed the humor. And part of what we talked about with breaking the fourth wall was just making sure that she connects to it. It's not just talking to a camera, it's connecting to the audience and creating a character in that camera.
And then you have Mark. Obviously people, for those who maybe just catching on now, watching things on Disney Plus, but if they are just now doing it with just this series, are they seeing a different Mark Ruffalo performance outside of what they saw him in the films?
What we get in a series is the luxury of time and the ability to let characters be developed without a plot always driving the story. And so I think what you get to see here is the same old Hulk, smart Hulk, but you get to see him just talking, sometimes for pages and pages, and you get to see him having this almost sibling-like dynamic with his cousin, Jennifer Walters, that we're not used to seeing when he's really busy saving the world.
And then for you, as a producer and as a director, how much went into learning as you directed different episodes, taking a break and then coming back to finish up the last two while serving on as an AP?
It was always about just maintaining the continuity and making sure that this very specific tone that we've developed, which is a mix of MCU cinematic grandeur and kind of intimate, sometimes even mundane comedy moments, kept going throughout the whole series. And I think our director Anu did an amazing job with that, and it will feel like a seamless piece.
Well said. It's good seeing you. Keep it going. 9 episodes. We'll be ready to watch it.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Have a nice day.